Hi guys, welcome to the channel, Steve the Transit Camper. I put this video out there just to demonstrate how things can go wrong sometimes. I've used a company called BOXT because we decided we wanted to put a new heater in the house, combi boiler. We just wanted it changed, nice simple job, it's up in the attic. And we were recommended a company called BOXT, which we've seen advertised on the telly. We thought, yeah, that'll do for us. So on the 2nd of December, we went to the website, did it all on my phone, picked the boiler that we wanted, texted a few mates, asked them what we wanted, what was good, what was bad, showed them the recommendations that BOXT made. And a couple of the guys said, yeah, we couldn't do it for that price. That sounds really good. Go for it. So on the 2nd of December, we decided we were going to go for it. So clicked through the website and paid my money. I got a confirmation email and everything looked good. Shortly after, I think it was a couple of days after, yeah, it was 2 days, on the 4th, we sent our photos because they asked for extra photos of the loft ladder, access things, the boiler in the attic and the flume coming out and how it all worked, whether it was going to be easy for them. And I sent those photos along. I think there was 6 photos in all. Website worked very well. So my date was confirmed for the 12th of December, which was absolutely perfect for me. And we'd have a nice warm house before Christmas. Nothing wrong with the old boiler, but it is old. Sometimes when we run a bath, it can go hot and cold. So there's something not right with it. And I thought, shall I get it repaired or shall I just get a new one? To be honest, it's 12 years old, so it was due a change. So the day before, I was working a shift from 8 a.m. till 8 p.m. And obviously I can't take calls at work because of the nature of the job that I do. We're not allowed our mobile phones on us while we're at work. So that normally sits on my desk and I might answer a few texts or a few messages, but I certainly don't take phone calls. So I didn't notice that there was a missed call on my phone, but I did then get a follow-up email and it was the guy that was fitting it asking for extra information. So as you saw, I gave him that extra information. Everything was good. This was the day before the installation. Perfect. So the day before, I received the second confirmation email, which said everything's set. We'll send all the goods there in the morning and then the fitter would come a bit later. So yeah, I was absolutely thrilled to bits. So what I didn't notice on the 11th was I got a phone call from the company and I obviously couldn't answer it. I'd already previously told them in an email that I couldn't answer the phone, but I'd got a phone call. So I went and just checked my emails, make sure everything was okay. And I got an email. This is it. So this was at 10 to 5, the day before the installation. I got that email cancelling it. I responded to that email straight away. This was my response. I didn't receive a further response from the company. Then, just a minute later, I received another email saying my new date had been confirmed for the 14th, which is 2 days after the original planned date. Obviously, I couldn't do that, and I'd already emailed them and said, just cancel it. And when they sent that email, I tried phoning again. I couldn't get through. Nothing worked. I can't remember why I couldn't get through, but I had a frustrating day. So I emailed them again, and I also left a message on their answering machine. That's why it went to an answering machine, I remember. So I left my message, please cancel the installation. It's no good to me, and it's all getting too close to Christmas now. I'm not interested. I also asked for a full refund. So the day came for the 12th, the original installation date, and we were sat in our house, and lo and behold, a guy turns up and starts unloading a combi boiler onto my drive. So unfortunately, I wasn't quick enough to stop him when the van had pulled up. It was a BOXT van. So I opened the front door and I said, I've already cancelled this, mate. And he said, what do you mean nobody's cancelled? I said, yeah, I've cancelled by phone and by email. I'm sorry, but that's a waste of time. And he said, oh, they haven't cancelled the delivery. And I said, well, apologies. I wish I'd got out quick enough to save you lugging that around. But that needs to go back in your van. He said, so why have they cancelled? And I said, well, I've cancelled because there's nobody to actually fit the boiler. And I'm not a warehouse for combi boilers. We had a bit of a laugh and a giggle, and he put it all back in and off he went. So I was worried now that the new date on the 14th, they were going to deliver it again. And I got an email to say, all set for the 14th, your combi boiler will be arriving. This is after I'd cancelled it, but I got no confirmation from them whatsoever that I'd cancelled. So I was really worried about them delivering again. So I decided to phone again. Couldn't get through. So I saw the tab for the live chat. Now this is how the live chat went. So as you can see, it's a computer, it's a robot to start with. Then you get a person who looks as though they're juggling that many calls and are not actually reading your reply. So I went through it all. You've seen it. It was just a complete farce. So I did ask that a manager ring me back, and they accommodated that. I should say, incidentally, that at this point, I'd lost all faith. I'd asked for my money back. There was no mention of a refund or a cancellation. So I'd paid with PayPal just to give me some protection. And I lodged a PayPal dispute and they handled it really, really well. Can't fault PayPal when you get in a tricky situation like this. If I'd have paid cash, it's 10 days before you get your money back. It took them 3 minutes to take the money out of my bank, but yet it takes 10 days for them to pay you back. That's not acceptable. So anyway, I did have a lovely chat with a guy. He was a manager. He went through it all, and all he did was apologize, and he said this doesn't normally happen. And we went through it all, and I must admit I was expecting some sort of compensatory deal. Whether he'd said, look, I'll phone you in January, we'll knock a bit off, we'll do this, we'll do that. I didn't get anything. That's a shame because we still need to have the boiler changed at some point. And I don't think I'll be using BOXT. But that's just my experience. This isn't a video that says don't ever use BOXT, because I have spoke to people since and they've got good recommendations. So it's a company that does deliver what it should do, but when things go wrong, I don't think that they came good, to be honest. But there you go, that's my experience of BOXT. Hope you enjoy this video. It's another company that once they've got your money, all communication seems to stop. And the manager, as I said, was very apologetic. Thanks for watching. Steve the Transit Camper.